dolls, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Steffi and I'm back with another video. If you're here for the first time, thanks for joining me. Don't forget to hit that subscription button because I'm trying to get my subscribers up. And if you're back here again, I just want to say thank you. So today I'm going to be doing a color and I'm just going to jump right into the video. So the hair that I will be working with today is from Cador Hair. I'll put their @ name at the bottom of the screen. It is a black owned business, so go and support. And this video is not sponsored, so I'm not going to get into much details about the hair. I'm just doing this for a client and I just wanted to share it with you guys. So we're just going to start off with some Got2b glue spray. I'm just going to spray the front of the hairline just to tame the baby hairs and get them out the way to get it prepared for bleaching. The things that you will need is B2W bleaching powder. I'm going to be using 30 volume developer, a bowl and a spoon, and some aluminum foil. So I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to use about 2 scoops. Normally when I do frontals, I use 2 scoops, and then when I do closures, I use about 1.5. So we're going to use 2 today because we are working on a frontal. So I'm going to do equal developer, equal powder, and I'm just going to go in a little bit at a time until I get the consistency that I want. And you could always go back and add extra powder or add extra developer if you want until you get like a really thick consistency, but not too thick because the bleach will dry out fast, but not too runny so it won't tint the hair. So it won't bleach the hair. Now I'm just going to use the back of my spoon to get the bleach onto the lace, but I'm going to make sure not to press it in too hard because you don't want it to bleed through. And the reason why I'm using the spoon is because it's curved, so it's easier for me to apply it compared to if I were to be using a butter knife. If this was a frontal that was not on a wig, I would use a butter knife, but in this case I'm using a spoon. So try this at home. It's actually really easy when you're doing your frontals. Now I'm just going to take some aluminum foil. I'm going to fold it in half. Just watch how I do it. And I'm going to put it on the lace just so it can process a little bit faster. And I do notice that a lot of wigs has been coming with very thick knots or double wefted knots. And I like it, but at the same time I don't like it. The knots on this wig actually bleach really well. I don't know if they're double wefted or not, but the knots are a little on the thicker side, but they bleach pretty well. So I let the bleach sit on this wig for about almost 30 minutes, if not a little bit less. But when it comes to bleaching your knots, you want to make sure that you're not going off of a specific time. You want to work with the wig that you have. Every wig bleaches differently, so just keep looking at it. But I do it in increments of 15 minutes. So now I'm just going to rinse it off with some warm water. You might see the water steaming a little bit, but I promise it's not too hot. And then sometimes I go in between cool and warm. So now I'm going to go in with the Joico Color Balance Purple Shampoo. Normally I use the shimmer lights, but this time I just wanted to try something a little different. So I just used this, and you're gonna see the way I'm putting it on. I'm not putting it on like shampoo. I'm putting it on more like a paste, and then I just let it sit on there. So I let it sit on there for about 30 to 35 minutes. Honestly, it depends on the wig. Sometimes I let it sit for less, sometimes I let it sit for longer, or I'll go in the increments of 20 minutes. I'll go wash it out a little bit to see how it's how it's toning, and then I would just go back in and put a little bit more, or just rinse it out fully. So I'm just gonna rinse it out. You're gonna see the knots came out pretty well. And yeah, I'm just gonna rinse it out, and we're gonna move on to coloring. So I'm gonna put on my gloves because we don't want color to get everywhere. I'm using high color. I got 3 of them, and 40 volume developer. You're gonna see that I'm gonna cut it off at the bottom just because I don't want to waste product. I feel like normally when you open it from the top, you're wasting product. So I just cut it off at the bottom, and I just put it in the bowl. And for now I'm gonna use 2, and then I'm gonna go in with developer. You're gonna see that they're different consistencies, so you want to make sure to mix it very well. And the color that I'm using is Magenta. So you want to make sure you mix it very well. I'm going to use 2 for now, just in case I don't have enough for the whole entire wig, but I ended up having enough, so thank God. And then I'm going to go in and add the 3rd one when I'm almost done with what's in my bowl, and add a little bit more developer as well, and you'll see how the color comes out. It's going to come out really nice. You want to make sure to really get the product into the hair. You want to make sure to go all the way at the top. Make sure you really get the product into the hair. Don't leave any pieces out. You have a lot of product to work with, so just make sure you're patient and you take your time. So as you can see, I separated the back of the hair from where the lace is. I'm gonna take sections and I'm going to use my wand. Normally whenever I'm working with colors close to the root, I use the little wand and then after that I just use the brush for the remainder of the hair. I'm just gonna do that throughout the whole entire frontal part. You want to make sure to be very careful. I don't get too close to the roots because you're gonna see at the end that it actually colors the roots for you, so don't get too close to the roots. And yeah, and just take your time and be patient so you won't get any color on the lace, because if you get color on the lace, it's not going to be easy to fix. So this is how the color came out. Round of applause, round of applause. I like how it came out. As you can see, what I was talking about earlier, you don't really need to go too close to the roots because it ends up dying. I don't know how, but it works, so don't make that mistake. So now we're just going to jump into styling. For this part, I had already plucked the hair. If you guys would like to see a more in-depth video, well, if you guys would like to see a video in general on how I pluck, just leave a comment down below and I'll definitely be happy to do that for you guys. So I'm just going to go ahead and style the hair. I'm not going to talk too much now. I'm just going to let you guys watch. If you guys also want to see an in-depth video on how I style, just let me know and I will definitely get that video out for you guys. are the final results. I just went ahead and added a little bit of soft curls in the hair. Like I said, if you guys would like to see some more videos on like how I customize my clients' units, just let me know and I'll definitely have that done for you guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for staying till the end. I really appreciate you, and I'll see you in my next video. Peace.